Hey, welcome Gitty Gangsters to another Gitty Gang Show, the 198th episode, if you can believe that. Now, our count may have gotten a little bit off kilter at some point in the previous 197 shows.
Oh, I am counting on it.
Yeah, well that's our official tally though, so just a couple more weeks we'll have the big 200. We're going to do something. Don't get your expectations too high, though. That's all I'm going to say.
It's going to be live. We know that.
It's going to be live. It's going to be all new show, folks. I can guarantee you, all new. Unless we do a best of reel of the
best of, yeah.
Then it won't be all new. It'll be all used. So, I'm Ben Gitty Baker, as most of you know. Danny Woodman to my left. Nick Lanciano, the intrepid, unchapeaued, the chapeau-less producer this week.
I let the hair down today.
Wow, look at him go. So, what, it's 2 days until Halloween. So we've got some spooky-ish things, some songs and tunes either from the point of view of a ghost or about ghosts or ghost riders in the sky. We got all sorts of good stuff going on. Also, a whole new batch of great videos to share with you. You folks just keep sending in the great videos. And speaking of that, in our intro clip there, I saw somebody's face pop up there. Our good buddy Vern. Vern, we haven't had a video from you for a long while, and we'd love to have one if you're still out there picking and playing. Nick's looking scared like he just saw a ghost back there.
Nothing heavy. I got it figured out. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. Ain't no trouble. Somebody asking what I'm holding here. This is not a homemade instrument, but it is one that I've been working on this week. This is, I don't know if you've ever heard the joke, but there are certain companies, lower end musical instrument companies, that make objects that look like instruments.
Yep.
Well, this is made by one of those companies. It's a Johnson. And if you've ever had the pleasure of owning a Johnson instrument, you know that they can be a struggle to get set up and intonated and all of that. Occasionally you get lucky, but it has been quite a struggle to try to get this octave mandolin. I think I bought it as a bouzouki. I think it was listed on eBay as an Irish bouzouki for not a lot of money. I forget what I paid, but it wasn't a lot, and it might even have been used. But yeah, I'm holding this. I'm not going to play it all through because I know Louie will yell at me if I play a store-bought instrument too much. Be like, do I have to build you an octave mandolin? No. Just for one tune. I'm going to start with a tune, and I want to play it on this just because this week I have been trying different strings, working on some different things with it to try to get it playable, so I can take it to the Irish session on Sunday, right? It does have nice sound though for a cheap Chinese wooden thing. Alright, so this is a tune I wrote, Irish style tune. Wrote it earlier this week. I think it was earlier this week. I call it the Spirit Guide, and it's kind of got that spooky sort of funky sound that makes it appropriate for Halloween and this time of year, All Hallows Eve and such. So Danny's going to chord along with me here, and we're going to have a good run and go at it. So this is the Spirit Guide. can tell by me looking down the whole time, I don't quite have that one memorized yet, but I'm working on it. I know Shane is a big fan of the deedly deedly deedly. Our term for the Irish tunes, you know, the instrumental pieces like that when they don't have any words. And there are some, if you go to an Irish session and they're playing tune after tune after tune, they can all start to sound the same, and they all kind of sound like deedly 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 deedly. But one or two on occasion, or interspersed with songs, can be all right. So Nick, the first of the videos.
First, you get a shout out to your boy. He's saying hello.
On which platform?
Facebook.
Oh, see, I'm trying to watch both of my. Hello, you, Michael Plato. Which boy is shouting out?
Your boy.
My boy.
Kieran.
What?
Yeah, he's on Don's profile.
Oh.
Saying, hi, Dad. It's Kieran.
Hey, Bub.
Hello.
How do? I'm not seeing it. I'm bad at this technology stuff, clearly. So anyway, we got some videos to share deedly deedly with you.
Yes, which one would you like?
The one that you think is best. But just tell me which one it is.
All right, let's go to Brett.
All right, this is our good buddy Brett Gardner. Now, we shared a video with you last week of him and his band, the Cigar Box Serenaders, up on stage at the Huntsville Cigar Box Guitar Festival a month and a half ago. And he had promised me a video of his process of building one of our hubcap howler kits. Nick's got one back there that he noodles on occasion. The hubcap howler uses that spun paint can lid, what we call the hubcap resonator cones. Hey, here's one that just appeared. Thank you, Nick. This is a 3-string version. We sent Brett a custom printed 4-string version of this kit, and a while back we shared that video of him playing it. Well, this video is a greatly sped up, thankfully, version of him building it. So it kind of gives you an idea. If you haven't already bought and built your own, it'll show you how easily it goes together and how pretty quickly and easily you can end up with an awesome sounding and awesome playing guitar. And the music, the background music for this video clip that Brett put together was all played on his hubcap howler. So let's have a look. Well, we'd really like to thank Brett for sending that in. And I understand that he has received the banjo, the Country Roads banjo kit, 4-stringer kit that we sent down there for him, and is going to proceed with putting that one together. And there's even a hint, there's even a possibility that he might call on our old buddy Amzie Adams to help him decorate that box, because I didn't custom print the banjo kit. We thought maybe leaving it bare and seeing if Amzie could help with the decoration of it might be a good thing. So definitely look forward to that coming to fruition. Speaking of looking forward, or backward, or all around and such, some new products went live on the CB Gitty site this week. I actually showed them off 2 weeks ago, I think. It's a collection of decorative metal accents. If you go on the Gitty homepage and click the new products link there at the top, it'll show all 8 of them right there at the top. Some new sound hole covers, some metal flames and lightning bolts and cool stuff like that, all of which can be added to your cigar box guitar for decorative, some flair, some decorative accent. And because they're aluminum, you can polish them, you can paint them, you can do all sorts of good stuff with them. And they are made right here in the USA. So, we now have a classic rock song by the one and only Creedence Clearwater Revival. And I'd like to be clear going into this that it is not directions to the nearest lavatory. But it's one of those good songs that, when sung correctly, is appropriate for this All Hallows Eve season.
Ready?
Lead us on in there, Dan.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Keith says, boy, wish Danny was playing harp on that song. And you know, I think when we did it yesterday, you did have your harp going. So that's good point, Keith. His harp solo would have been a lot better than my cigar box hobo fiddle solo, I'll tell you that. So thank you all for joining us. I see Tim Henderson out there.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim. We ran one of Tim's videos last week, one of those great old songs about how you don't mess with the Cowboys hat, especially when it was his daddy's hat. Well, he sent in another video this week of him doing another song for us. A nice backdrop there of his roll top desk and some axes. I'm sure Nick saw them battle axes on the wall back there. So here is Tim Henderson having another musical go.
And flintlocks.
And we'll be right back with you.
Just out of the service, thumbing through the classified, when an ad said an old Chevy somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had $1,000 in my hand. It was way back in the corner of this old ranch-shackled barn, with 30 years of dirt and dust on that green army tar. But when I pulled the cover off, it took my breath away. For what she called the Chevy was a '66 Corvette. And I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills. But what a thrill I got as I sat behind the wheel. I opened up the glove box, that's when I found the note. The date was 1966, and this is what he wrote. He said, my name is Private Andrew Malone, and if you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that shattered, another one comes true. This car once was a dream of mine, now it belongs to you. And though you may take her and make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone. Well, it didn't take me long at all, I had her running good. Well, I love to hear those horses thundering underneath her hood. I had her shining like a diamond, and I put the rag top down, and the pretty girls would stop and stare as I drove her through town. But the buttons on the radio didn't seem to work quite right, but she picked up that oldie show, especially late at night. And I get the feeling that if I turn my head real quick, I'd see a soldier riding shotgun in the seat right next to me. It was a young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that shattered, another one comes true. This car once was a dream of his, back when it was new. And he told me to take her and make her my own. And proud to be riding with Private Malone. One night it was raining hard, I took a curve too fast. I still don't remember much about that fiery crash. Someone said they thought they saw a soldier pull me out. They didn't get his name, but I knew without a doubt it was a young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that shattered, another one comes true. That car was once a dream of his, back when it was new. And I know I wouldn't be here if he hadn't tagged along. That night I was riding with Private Malone. That night I was riding with Private Mellow.
Nicely done, Tim. Thank you for sending that in. Keep them coming. And everyone else, send us videos. Jimbo, do a video for us, man. It's been a while. We love seeing them. We love hearing your voices and seeing your faces.
10 years ago, on a cold dark night, someone was killed in the town hall light. There was few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who had a heart like me. The judge said, son, what's your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you won't have to die. I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I'd been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave while the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. The scaffold is high and eternity near. She stood in the crowd and shed not a tear. But sometimes at night, when the cold wind blows in a long black veil, she cries all night long. She walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave while the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. She walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave while the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me.
A little bit of that long black veil. And we included that one in today's Halloween song lineup because, of course, the narrator is a ghost. He did. All right. Well, without further ado, seeing as how we're about to the halfway point of today's all-new show, I think it's time to have another run and go at figuring out what's the deal with Spiel.
G'day from Australia. My name's Shane Neal, and we're all watching What's the Deal with Spiel.
What's the deal with Spiel? I'm going to give this away. Okay, so here's what's been going on this week in cigar box guitar history research. Sitting here playing this double neck, this wild double neck. I've shown these before. Let me put the edge slide down. This is a massive factory throwout cigar box with two Stella necks attached. The back is full of obituaries and other things. It came from New Orleans. Now I have two of these guitars, both of them made by the same builder and player. I need your help tracking him down or tracking down his history. This was from a busker in New Orleans before Katrina. I know that his real name was Willie White, but he had several other nicknames as well. Based on the parts used of these two guitars, I estimate they were built somewhere in the 1980s or 1990s. Maybe that's when he was busking. I am searching for this busker who played double neck instruments in New Orleans. His name was Willie White. If anybody has information, post it below or send it to me at shanespiel@yahoo.com. I would love to find out more of this builder. I also just got this antique photograph in from New York State of 4 children playing cigar box guitars. I have no history behind it. However, what I need to do is put this on a professional flatbed photo scanner and scan it, Photoshop it, clean it up, so we can really get an idea of what's in this photo. Unfortunately, my photo scanner is dead. If somebody out there has a good working photo scanner and you want to trade it for a guitar, especially a standard electric guitar or something like that, let me know. Let me know. Send me an email, shanespiel@yahoo.com. But if somebody is in that industry, they have a good one that they're not using because they've upgraded or whatever, and if it's compatible with a Mac, I would very much be interested in trading. I'm going to give this away. This is a 3-string fretted cigar box guitar by Michael Fantacone of Fantacone Box Works. I first saw his stuff over at Cigar Box Nation. He's been making cigar box guitars for a couple years now. Someone at his job introduced him to these, and he is now on guitar number 70. Well, this one is guitar number 67, and he sent it to me and he said, "Shane, will you give this away on your channel?" And I'm like, yes, let's do this. First of all, let's show this thing off. It's got a poplar neck, mahogany scarf, an oak heel. It's got a Paduke fretboard. There's a 0 fret. Inside is a single piezo pickup. Boom, boom, boom. And check out the wild yellow heart floating bridge and string guide. And he gets a lot of his parts from CB Gitty. See? Check out those tuners right there and the strings. One time, there was something wrong with his order, but it was just the type of thing whenever you're ordering online. Well, the guys at CB Gitty wanted to make him happy, and they sent him a bunch of free parts. So he ended up building this guitar with some of those parts, and he sent it to me. He loves CB Gitty, he loves their customer service, and I tell you what, he makes a killer guitar. This has a Winston Churchill box from Davidoff Cigars, and man, it just looks sweet. It sounds great too, acoustically. Let's give this away. You want to know how to win this? Well, in this video, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment below. Once you do that, you've entered. Now, last week, I asked you to do the same thing on that episode of What's the Deal with Spiel, and I said I was going to give away my pipe organ guitar amp. Well, let's do that giveaway. I went through the comments and used a random number generator, and I've picked a new winner. The winner is Jeff Calthan. Jeff Calthan, you won this. I will be contacting you. I will get your address, and I will be sending this out to you. Congratulations. You know, as I see cigar box guitars like this, I'm amazed. The fine fretwork that's on here, I mean, his fret ends are like butter. The amount of care and filing that he did to these, it's just beautiful. It's amazing. The whole guitar plays fantastic. This is an instrument that does have history, because here is a fretted cigar box guitar that is probably 100 years old or more. And in this one, I've shown this off before, the frets are wire that is wrapped around and stuck into the sides of the neck, and they put 6 strings on this. So what Mike Fantacone did with this is basically keeping with history, because they were doing this back in the day. The things that you guys are making anymore are just fantastic. We are in a true renaissance period for the cigar box guitar. Never before in history has this instrument been developed to such a high degree, and I'm blown away. So keep it up, keep doing it, and if you need help, go check out cigarboxnation.com. It's a great place to talk to other builders and get ideas. I'm going to give you one more update on these drums. I want to move past the drums, at least for this segment, but I was messing around, and hold it, you got to see this. Everybody dance now. Let me show you something about making piezo drum triggers. So here's the repaired trigger that I worked on this week. Now this piece of wood was taken from an old record stand that I had. The wood was a little too thick. The other plywood tops are a lot thinner. So the thickness of this kept it from triggering. Also, my original piezos, which I have here, I had too much glue, and I had stapled some popsicle sticks on top of them so they wouldn't move. Well, what that did was it just confined the piezo too much, and so it didn't pick up the tapping of my hand. You need these piezos to be sensitive so that they pick up that little snap. But these, again, are nothing but the same piezo discs that we use as cigar box guitar pickups. CB Gitty sells these cheap. I bought a whole bunch of them, and I also bought a whole bunch of jacks from him, and that's how I created these drum triggers that are part of the Junkyard drum set. I enjoy big books like this that have a lot of pictures that give me ideas for new and strange instruments. Many of you have seen this. This book is awesome. Billy F. Gibbons' Rock and Roll Gearhead. And this book is nothing but all his guitars and cars from ZZ Top. If you're a car freak like me, you'll just totally dig into it. But there's also all the guitars he's used over the years, including some of his early stuff that was very Bo Diddley inspired. I like to buy books from musical instrument museums, like the Musical Instrument Museum out in Arizona. I bought this online on their website, and this gives a great overview of all their exhibits. I bought this just to see if my cigar box guitar made it in here, because their one cigar box guitar in the museum was one that I built, I'm proud to say. But the book is filled with many strange world instruments, little tidbits of history, and backstories on some of their exhibits. This is a fun book. And then this. Every single one of you should own this book. This is one of the most essential coffee table books. It is the most essential one in my entire library. True Faith, True Light. This is The Devotional Art of Ed Stilley. This is photographs, stories of all of Ed Stilley's instruments. The story with Ed Stilley was that he felt commissioned by God to create musical instruments for children, but he had no experience in building any, and he just went and did it his own way. The crazy thing was, he started coming up with new inventions, new things to add to the guitars. Each guitar had saw blades and springs and other things inside that he said would capture the spirit of the instrument. They even x-rayed these guitars to show you all the things he stuffed inside. Every single instrument in this book is crude and strange, but to me they are absolutely in a world of their own. I love this book. I love Ed Stilley. I love Kelly Mulholland for writing the book, getting to know Ed, and putting this all together. True Faith, True Light. The Devotional Art of Ed Stilley. Google it, look it up, buy it. Highly recommended. If you've looked on my bookshelf, beside my copy of Making Poor Man's Guitars, there is this book. This is David Sutton's book, Obsessed with Cigar Box Guitars. This is the second edition, and this whole book is filled with cigar box guitars made by people all over the world. It's their stories, their ideas. It's filled with great interviews and a lot of ideas. It also includes a new section of building a cigar box ukulele and restoring flea market ukuleles. And you can actually get copies of this at Stubby Slide. Every copy is autographed by David Sutton. StubbySlide.com. So that's what's on my bookshelf. If you've seen a book that you think I would love, post it in the comments below of this video. I'd love to discover something new. So that's what's the deal with Spiel. I can't wait to give this sucker away. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit that little bell and you'll be notified whenever I have new videos coming out. Hey, the new Bonecaster shirt is over at guitarrags.com. That's how you support my channel. Thanks a lot. Thank you to cbgitty.com for sponsoring this, and I will see you soon. This is Shane Spiel saying, stay primal.
We're back. Thanks again, Shane, for putting that together. And it looks like Rob Roble has called it, that maybe we have an answer, and that was the deal with Spiel.
Oh no! What are we gonna do for a show?
I think there's more to be discovered. He's like a bloomin' onion, that one. There's always another layer. I've seen some consternation out there about some kind of weird, some other languages showing up in the Facebook feed. I would gently remind everyone that the Gitty Gang and Cigar Box Nation is a global organization, and that we do have many members out there who do speak other languages, and we need to remain mindful of that. But if you don't like whatever it is, it's not coming up on my phone, but if you don't like whatever it is that Facebook's doing, you can go over to YouTube and watch us there and be subjected to whatever it is YouTube wants to do to you. They're gonna get you coming or going, that's for sure. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna mash over and see what's going on the YouTubes. Bob Young out there, good to see you. Gary DeRosiers, always good to see you, buddy. Your Railroad Crossing guitar is right over there. Gotta pick that up and play it on one of these here shows soon. Anyway, Danny's got a song he wants to do, one that's new to me.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it, Dan.
Well, it's by Lord Huron. They're kind of a more modern group.
Modern things.
Yep.
I'm not sure if that's allowed.
Well, they're sort of, I don't know what you'd call them, indie folk. I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
If you listen to The River, because there's a station around our way.
It's
here from
Boston,
Boston
Massachusetts
station, but
sure.
they play them a lot on that. But I first heard the song on Coast to Coast AM, which is I listen to at night sometimes.
Nice.
And the subject matter, because if you're not familiar with Coast to Coast, this frequent subject matter is the paranormal.
Oh.
And it happened to be about ghosts that night, and George Knapp, who was the guest host, played this song, and I fell in love with it like that.
Nice.
And I decided I gotta learn it.
All right.
And I wrote it down because I knew I'd forget it if I didn't. And I learned it the next morning, and I'm like, this is pretty easy.
You He's fixing to sing it.
Yep. This is called Ghost on the Shore. I'm just a man, but I know that I'm damned. All the dead seem to know where I am. Till it began on the night of my birth, will be done in a turn of evil. I lie where I land, let my bones turn to sand. I was born on the lake and I don't want to leave it. Every eye off the coast, evermore will remember the sight of the ghost on the Under the waves in the earth of an age lie 1,000 old northerners green. Deep in the night when the moon's glowing bright, they come rising up into the night. I'll die if I must, let my bones turn to dust. I'm the lord of the lake and I don't want to leave it. All who sail off the coast evermore will remember the tale of the ghost on the I'm gone away for a long time. I'm gone away for a long time. I lie where I land, let my bones turn to sand. I was born on the lake and I don't want to leave it. Every eye on the coast evermore will remember the sight of the ghost on the shore. Die if I must, let my bones turn to dust. I'm the lord of the lake and I don't want to leave it. All who sail off the coast evermore will remember the tale of the ghost on the I'm gone away for a long time. I'm gone away for a long time. I'm gone away for a long time. Long time.
Very nice. So now we've got a video for you. I think maybe the first, is this the first one we've ever had from this particular Gitty Gang fan?
I believe so.
Wayne?
If it isn't, it's been a long time.
Wayne Anderson, our good buddy, has been watching for a long time. Speaking of people watching for a long time, I saw Jim Morris scroll by out there and just got the notification that our good buddy Dan Caldwell, Mr. Deke himself, is out there. I bet I know where he's tuning in
Me
from,
too.
And it's not the CB Gitty Workshop, I'll tell you that. It's one flight down from the CB Gitty Workshop, I
He
bet
went
you
for the
nickel.
one.
The one, he went for the one. Having some fun if you go for the one. All right, here's Wayne Anderson doing, what's he doing?
Some song about eggs.
Song?
What a man, I don't know.
We're fixing to find
It's
out.
another
though. Yeah, buddy. Here's Wayne.
What would you like for breakfast, my good old man? you like for breakfast, my honey? Eggs. How many eggs would you like, my good old man? Well, how many eggs would you like, my honey? A bushel basketful. But a bushel basketful will kill you, my good old man. But a bushel basketful will kill you, my honey. I don't give a damn. Well, where would you like to be buried, my good old man? Well, where would you like to be buried, my honey? In the corner by the fireplace. But the ashes will fall on you, my good old man. But the ashes will fall on you, my honey. I don't give a damn about that either. Well, what will you do when you're dead and gone, my good old man? Well, what will you do when you're dead and gone, my honey? I'll come back and I'll haunt you, that's what I'll do. But a ghost can't haunt a ghost, my good old man. But a ghost can't haunt a ghost, my honey.
Well, thank you, Wayne, for sending that in. Good old man there, yeah, buddy. So we've got a special treat for you now. Our own intrepid producer, Mr. Nick Lanciano, is gonna mosey up here. He's got a song suitable for the season. It's a this time of year, harvest, the autumnal equinox. I'm gonna just keep vamping while the mashing about going on. It goes way back in different cultures. You know, the Celtic cultures, the Germanic cultures, the Scandinavians. This time of year has been important for a long time. So Nick's got a song here talking about some of those things that go way back.
Go way, way back
Way
to the
back.
thinning of the veil.
Yeah.
This is our time to remember, by hot fire and welcome of bread. So we gather and stand apart. we stand. Mud and stone and blood and bone, so sacred be the land. Green energy withdrawn down in dark earth, down to the source in the core. And the gusts of the wind turn the wheel of this year, to the lamb shake the tails once more. So lift high the lanterns of the night, dark part of the year, and sing our songs and celebrate for those who brought us here. We stand at the threshold between life and death, the other world and mists start to clear, and in the flickering shadows born of the fire, we see our ancestors appear. So lift high the lanterns, living light, the dark part of the year, sing our songs and celebrate for those who brought us here. End abruptly.
That's it. Yes, so, you know, the thinning of the veil is traditionally believed to be this time of the year where the ancestors, you know, those who have gone before us could, well, some believe they could be directly spoken
To Eddie Donner?
or at least honored. Yeah, the Irish, the old
Yeah.
Irish believes in the fae and the fairy and the underworld and all of that, certainly.
I think they still believe a lot of
Some
that.
of them.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Some
some
of
of them. Yeah.
Old habits or...
I've heard somewhere that, like in Ireland,
Yeah.
there's some places they won't build roads if they think there's a ferry.
Oh,
around it.
sure.
Yeah, they'll build a road around it. I think that still goes on.
Yep. Well, here we are with just, what, 4 minutes to go. And
Oh, wow.
it turns out, yeah,
Time
right?
flies.
I've got a song, another song about a bad moon that I wrote years ago. And it's kind of a bluesy song, which is not something I often dig into, but you know. Boop. So I call this one Born Under a Bad Moon. See if I can remember that rhythm I had worked out for it. I was born under a bad moon, baby. Seen trouble all my days. I was born under a bad moon, baby. They gon' bury me in an early grave. When you see that long train coming, know my head's laying on the rail. Ain't gonna spend my life in no prison. Ain't going back to that Birmingham jail. 'Cause I was born under a bad moon, baby. I've seen trouble all my days. I was born under a bad moon, baby. They gon' bury me in an early grave. Tell my mama and my daddy not to weep or cry for me. They got 12 other children. Nobody needs unlucky 13. 'Cause I was born under a bad moon, baby.
Johnny to come collect my bones. Bury me in the family graveyard, but don't put on no marking stone. I was born under a bad moon, baby. I've seen trouble all my days. I was born under a bad moon, baby. They gon' bury me in an early grave. Well, they buried me in an early grave. How about that?
Well, thank you everyone for watching today and for the positive comments and everything. We appreciate you joining us nearly every week. Very nearly every week of the year you join us here, and we're fixing to do our 200th show in a couple of weeks, which means that we've been doing this for almost 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
Good Lord of mercy. Did I leave anything out?
Kale.
Kale! We're gonna have one more video for you from our good buddy Kale doing a good old song, Mellow Yellow. There's actually 3 songs or so. We had it ready, not even doing them. Got no time, we're out of time. So here's Kale, then we'll come back and play you out.
I'm just mad about Saffron. Saffron's mad about me. I'm just mad about Saffron. She's just mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call me Mellow Yellow. I'm just mad about 14. 14's mad about me. I'm just mad about 14. She's just mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call me Mellow Yellow. Electrical banana, bound to be a sudden craze. Electrical banana, bound to be the very next phase. They call it Mellow Yellow. They call it Mellow Yellow. They call it Mellow Yellow. I'm just mad about Saffron. Saffron's mad about me. I'm just mad about Saffron. She's just mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow.
Well, thank you, KO, for sending that in. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Hope you have a safe and happy Halloween. If you're of the persuasion to celebrate such things, I know we're all gonna. And be down at the session on Sunday. They convinced me. We had a little tune. Oh, there was a good bit of singing this week. A little gathering here on Tuesday night, and they convinced me to put on my hobo costume for the session Sunday. Danny's going to be borrowing some bib overalls to be the flying brakeman or something. I don't know what the hell
it's
he's...
sort of a. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I am. If I could be just a hobo that wants to dress like someone new.
You be anything you want to be, bub.